Today's episode's brought to you by Hawthorne. Hawthorne gonna get you smelling so good. Also, today we're brought to you by Babbel. Babbel is going to help you start 2021 with a new attitude and a new language. We'll get to that as well. Now let's jump into this podcast. Hello, everybody. It's time for Ghost and Crendor.
Ghost and Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. In 4-hour recording studio. Recording. Wake your ass up. It's the Crendor in the morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to an exciting episode of Ghost and Crendor in the morning.
Oh man, I messed it up.
In the morning.
Woo.
In the morning. We'll broadcast live in the morning.
Did you just
We
become
got
like
Crendor. What?
It sounded like you became an early 90s song.
Yeah, I was hoping that I'd have like a little reggaeton funk background in the back. You know, like we were in Miami, right?
That
it was
did
like
not get that. Sounded more like a brand new day. Like it sounded more like that.
Sting is always one of my go-to. If I was gonna make a song, it'd be like a Sting song for sure.
That's true. That's probably why it just went there. You just
Cox and Crendor is a brand new show. Yeah.
I like it.
Thank you. I'm glad you do, or else that would have been terrible.
Just like I hate that. And then it's the end.
I'd
It's
rather
the
you
show.
never did that again. Yeah.
Credit music plays.
I think I'm done with this. I think I'm over it. Yeah. Goodbye, everybody.
They never did another show after that moment.
It lasted 2 minutes, and then it was over.
Man, it's 1 week till Christmas. Look at that. Well, actually, less than a
Less than that, yeah.
week. Yeehaw.
We are less than a week away from the big day where you still are at home, but hey, you have presents to open now. That's pretty good.
Did you open? I didn't open. Did you listen to Christmas music at all? Have you seen any holiday movies?
I haven't seen any holiday movies. I have been doing everything but watching TV lately. I did watch that chess TV show, the one with the attractive redhead who I really didn't care about chess, but was like, I want to see what happens with her. I watched that, and I watched Mandalorian, and I watched something else, but I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't good, so it doesn't matter. And that's it. That's literally all I've done when it comes to TV lately. I didn't do any of that. I did, however, go to my parents yesterday to make cookies. And by make cookies, I mean my mom had already made them by the time I got there, and they just wanted my help decorating them because, it's like a Christmassy thing for them. Yeah. So I was like, all right. And we decorated cookies and, shot the proverbial shit, if you will, and listened to Christmas music to the whole thing. And I made a bunch of cookies that, some were insane looking and some were, I was like, you know what, I'm very proud of this one. I made one cookie that had a tree and snow, and then I used little sugar sprinkles on it to make it look like the snow was, reflecting in the light. I thought I did very good. And then other cookies I made into weird faces because, whatever. And then my mom had this red, I don't want to say food coloring. It was supposed to be red icing, but it was from a tube, and when I opened it and tried to use it, it looked like blood came out, and I was like, oh, this is bad. So one cookie looks like someone bled all over the cookie. Yeah, there's a wide variety of some cookies look great, and some we clearly were testing the waters with, and that's fine. That's fine. That's how it works. They're gonna get eaten anyway. And so that was the day, and I hung out and chilled with the parents for a little bit, and then came back and got work stuff done, as it is on the internet.
And you getting work stuff done is a common occurrence around here.
Well, it's true. Turns out, again, like I've said before, working from home only makes things worse. I don't have an off. I'm like, well, I could do, I don't know, anything but work, but I might as well get this done now. So then I just do a thing, which then frees me up time to do more stuff. I'm like, oh, yeah, so that's me. But one day that should change.
He says. People kept tweeting at me because they're like, "Hey, the Christmas cookie looks like you or something you do." I don't know if it looked like me or something I did.
No, I mean, they say it does. I was trying to do like a Van Gogh thing or some sort of like impressionism art piece or something.
Oh, yeah, it just looks like Mr. Bill.
Yeah, like postmodern Mr. Bill. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And that's all I was trying to do. But everyone was like, "You make Crendor." And I was like, if that's how you see Crendor, we got a whole problem here. And it's not my problem.
It doesn't even have a beard. It has like green sideburns and red hair. I don't even have red hair.
Some guy said it looked like me, and I was like, well, that's not even remotely close, but okay.
I think it looks more like you than me. Because it has the red hair. It's got the circles around the eyes like glasses.
Yeah, it's got like a little whole thing going on. Yeah. It was certainly an interesting day. Not much happened, although I did get gas, and I did see the craziest thing. Oh, my God. You ever meet a person and you know they're crazy? Not like, oh, that person's so crazy, but like actually crazy?
Probably, yeah.
I believe you have. I don't. If you were about to say no, I'd be like, I don't believe that for a minute. Went to the gas station, and there was a woman at the pump. Again, this is the famous gas station.
Mm-hmm.
So
I would expect nothing else when you say gas station.
Right. The woman at the pump next to me, I couldn't see her, but she was like laughing to herself a bunch. And already that's weird. Just to laugh to yourself a bunch in public for no reason is already like a little much.
Yeah.
And so she was just laughing to herself while pumping gas. And then this guy and his girlfriend, walked by with their dog. And she shouts at the top of her lungs at this couple and their dog, "Hey, nice ass." And the couple turns around and looks at her, and she goes, just joking, talking about the dog." And I was like, oh, no.
What the shit?
Yeah, and so already I was like, uh-oh. All right, Jesse, get through this gas thing. Do not engage with this person.
Do not engage.
Yeah, I was like, time to back out. I see this person come from around the gas like pump, and I see her walking towards the inside of the store. And as I pass her, we lock eyes. And I've never truly experienced crazy eye, but I saw it that moment and realized, oh no, you can tell some people are kind of like a little too intense. And she had that look, and she walked in the store, and I was like, well, you know what? At least I won't have to talk with her anymore. And as I finish pumping my gas, I hear, "Nice car you got there." And I turn, and she's just standing there, hands on hips, staring at me.
It's like a horror movie.
How do I describe this person to you? She was maybe 5 feet tall. She had black hair with a black beanie, and her shirt said, "Ask me about my puppies."
Oh no.
She had pants on that were kind of like they might have been pre-bought this way, but they appeared to be jeans that had multiple patches sewn onto them. But again, could have been a pre-purchase. You know how people be these days. But it looked like jeans that were stitched together and patches holding them together. And she had a backpack on. And the backpack was one of those backpacks, not a normal backpack, but you know a backpack that like a 13-year-old girl has where she doesn't want to carry a purse? She carries that like little baby backpack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. I got you.
Yeah. She had one of those. Unlike the rest of her, which kind of matched, this thing was a dark green. And hanging from it, the back of it, were tassels, like lots of tassels. And not that they were on the backpack, but that she had purchased these trinkets and then like put them on it herself because they were all different. They didn't look like anything you would want to collect. One of them literally was a fork. And I was like, okay. And she said, "Nice car." And I was like, "Hey, yeah, thanks. Thank you." She's like, "So, is it yours?" And I was like, uh-oh. I was like, "Yeah, it's my car." She's like, "Wow, that's great. I'm still paying off my car." I was like, "Oh, yeah, I mean, same here. Still monthly payments." And she's like, "Oh, I thought you had paid for all of it." And I was like, no, not me. I was like, "Actually, no, I'm just leaving. I'm going to my parents' house." And she's like, "Oh, you're close with your parents?" It's like, yeah, I am. And she goes,
there it is.
She goes, My parents don't talk to me anymore.
Yep, there it is.
And I was like, well, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. That must suck. And she goes, no, I hate them. I'm like, okay. Well, I hope you have a great day, and I will, see you around. And she looks at me and goes, will you? And I just got in my car and drove off. I was like, that is not a question I aim to answer. No, thank you.
Man.
And the worst part is, I couldn't tell if she was, like when she said nice ass to the dog.
Yep.
I couldn't tell if she was messing with me. Like, I just didn't know what was happening. Because nothing she said was said in a way that was anything but borderline laughing as it was being said.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you don't know if they're like, they are just joking or if they're actually crazy, masking it with the laughing. Or
I just didn't know.
Pure
Yeah.
insanity.
I had no clue what was happening, and I refused to stick around and be a part of it. I was like, not today. I don't even know what this is. But it was also one of those things where I don't think she could have been, how some people are just weird, Like Zooey Deschanel quirky, but the next level, right? Some people are just like that. And I think this might have been her. She had a very nice car. She seemed very well put together. Her clothes seemed that kind of clothing that you would buy to seem kind of goofy. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing about her rang as, oh, this is a person who probably needs help. It was more, oh, this person's just strange.
Like, you wouldn't see her and be like, oh, that's a crazy person.
She just, I don't know. Maybe she was on drugs. I have no idea what's going on. It was an experience that I was like, no, thank you. I do not wish to be a part of this anymore.
It's the gas station.
It's the gas station. Every time I go there, for some reason, every time someone sees anyone to talk to, they only ever talk to me.
You're just like you're an approachable person.
I don't. Someone told me recently, like, you have a lot of charisma. You're like that kind of person. How do I get rid of it? How do I not have that and instead seem very frightening? Like, people don't want to talk to me.
Well, let's look at like with TB. Nobody wanted to approach TB. They're like, he's gonna be mean and insult me or something. He probably would have, but in like a fun way.
True. Yeah, I just don't want. I want to go to a place where someone doesn't ask me for $5 for their school field trip every time I go there.
Man, you just need to go to that gas station once a week. You'll be loaded with stories.
I actually would. I would have tons of stories. Every time I'm there, there's another thing. But every time is just... I saw one... Oh, God. One time I was there, I saw a guy back into the actual, gas pump. And he was more concerned about it than the actual attendant. And he was like, my car is going to catch on fire! My car is going to catch on fire! And the gas attendant was like, calm down, sir. That's not how it works. He's like, ah! I was like, whoa, what? Yeah, the people who work there must have to deal with a lot of craziness because she was just like, no, sir, it's not how it works. Don't. He's like, it's gonna explode on my car. She's like, sir, I think he was trying to overreact so they didn't like start talking to him about the damages he caused. Maybe I don't know why I try to rationalize people. I don't know, because he was just like like screaming loud.
I mean, if he really thinks his car is gonna blow up, it's probably
But there was no leaking gas. He didn't knock it over or break it in any way. He just bumped into it. And they're like, sir, you can, if you just pull away from it. He's like, it could cause a spark. It's metal on metal. And she's like, no, sir, your car's not made of metal. Your bumper's not metal, sir. He's like, it's metal on metal.
Okay, look, let me play devil's advocate a little bit. This guy, maybe he's had incidents at gas stations before. Maybe
that is even worse.
Maybe he's got a fear of just fire or explosions or something. And he's been fearing this the whole time. And he's just hates going to the gas station. He goes to the gas station. He's like, all right, here we go. And then, boom, he hits the bump, and it just sets everything off.
This guy was maybe 16. I don't think he has enough life experience to truly be like, I'm so worried.
I don't know. At 16, I had a high anxiety level.
All right.
I think you're just thinking about you at 16, where you were probably just like, woo, it's me, Jessica. Which is why
That's
everybody
true.
wants to approach you.
Oh, no, that sucks.
You think you want to
dare I
approach the
be
guy who's
carefree?
like, don't fucking just back off the car.
Maybe I need to from now on be like, oh, it's going to explode. So people will stay away from me.
Yeah. Exactly. And then that lady'd probably be like, wow, you're looking hot. You'd be like, what? And she'd be like, ha, the fire.
I will also say that in the actual mart itself, there are usually 3 people behind the counter. There's this younger woman who I think is, I don't know, maybe she's a kid of someone who works there. And then there's this old lady and then this dude. And the guy is very nice, but he's like business nice. The girl does not address me at all. The young girl, if she checks me out, she doesn't even look me in the eye. It's very obvious she can care less about being there.
Right.
But the older woman, every time I'm there, she flirts. Every time. And lately she's like, Merry Christmas, sweetie. I hope you have a nice holiday. And I'm like, I will. And she's like, all right, well, I'll see you later. I'm like, all right, see you later. And she like gives me a wink every time. And here's the thing. I love it. I love it. Old people, I'm going to let you know right now. Grandmas, grandpas, I love when you get flirty. I think it's hilarious. I need more of it in my life. Thank you very much. This has been my TED Talk. Old people, flirt with me some more. It's cute.
You just need to meet more like old diner women.
I'm telling you, when I was a kid, old diner women would hit on me. When I would go to Denny's after plays and stuff, there were the old ladies who worked there would always sit down next to me at the booth and be like, so, Sugar, what are you up to? And I'd be like, just hanging with my friends. They're all out smoking, though. And they'd be like, oh, smoking's bad for your health. And I'd be like, yeah, I know. I don't like to do things that are bad. And they'd be like, oh, don't you? And I'd be like, sometimes. Oh, yeah. I would flirt with them. They were all like 60 plus, and I'd be like 19. Just like, what can I say? I'm a little dangerous. And they'd be like, oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just saying. The thing is, I never, ever, ever follow through. So as long as you're okay with our relationship, the elderly of America, being me flirting with you and then just like going home afterwards, if that's cool with you, I'm down.
Man.
Yep.
See, again, you're attracting just everybody.
I hate
all
that.
the time.
I don't. That's obviously not true. I only attract like the dregs of society. Like, there's never been a moment in my life where I've been out on the street and like a model walks up and is like, "Hey, you seem like someone I want to talk to." It's never that. It's always the person with the backpack with the fork hanging from it who's like, "Hey, you nice ass." Talking about the dog. It's that person.
Yeah, that's true. I think you just draw those people in.
I know what I am. The worst part is my dad would probably be like, "Hey, if she's single, maybe take her up on the offer."
They probably would.
I know him. He'd be like, "Well, I mean, look, everyone likes a little crazy." Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man.
He'd be. I can already hear everything he'd say. He'd be like, "No crazier than some of the other girls you've dated." I know exactly what he would say in these situations. I absolutely know. Oh my god. Yep.
Well, for me, I've been listening to Christmas music, and not like putting it on, just put it on the radio, and then it's some of the songs. It's like I'm like, these are good songs. Some songs I'm like, God, I just can't stand these Christmas songs.
What are the Christmas songs you can't stand?
I can't stand that one. God, what is it? It's like, where are you, Christmas?
Oh, that song's
one?
trash. That's trash.
Yeah,
song.
I hate that song. What's the other one? Let's see. Christmas songs. So I think we talked about our favorite songs last year.
Yeah,
let's talk
for
about
sure.
the worst songs.
For sure. My favorite one of all time is like, Have a holy, jolly Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of my favorite
good
songs.
one.
That song slaps.
Yeah, that's a good song.
It's the best time of the year.
Let's see, worst Christmas songs. Oh, I hate the hippopotamus one. What
do you mean?
I just hate it.
Oh, that's garbage too. Yeah. What songs are you listening to?
Let's put them on the radio. There's like
Ugh.
swap between all of them.
You got to get a playlist. You got to get a Christmas song playlist of the classics.
Yeah, that's true. But then you get to hear the bad ones and be like, God, I hate it, and then stop listening.
Yeah, we were listening to music the other day while making cookies, and Alvin. You know how there's like the infamous Alvin and the Chipmunks song, which is like, me, I want a hula hoop. That one, right? Where he's
Yeah.
like, Alvin! Classic. But apparently they recorded a whole album of Christmas songs. Not as classic. Kind of crappy.
What? This thing ranked the worst Christmas songs, and it says the worst Christmas song ever is Wonderful Christmas Time, Paul McCartney. But I think that song's good.
I think that song's good too. Why would they
Yeah.
say that's the worst Christmas song?
They said this is the Beatles of terrible Christmas songs. It's a love song between a middle-aged man and the new Casio keyboard he got in his stocking, a song whose awesome black hole of musicality is almost powerful enough to suck the life out of everything McCartney did
This
before.
person doesn't know how to have fun.
All right, listen here, Luke O'Neill. You're a black hole. It sucks the fun out of everything you walk past. All right?
Yeah. Oh, Luke, you stink. That's not cool. That's a
dumb.
fun song. That's a fun ass song.
Oh my God! I just clicked on. Oh, I clicked on his other articles. All right, it looks like he hasn't written anything in years. But
Well,
here's some other great articles. No one is at the gym to talk to you. Please keep conversations to a minimum.
how old you? What is this person's name? I'm looking this person up.
This is Luke O'Neill.
Luke O'Neill's World is Hell, and he's sharing it with us. Boston Magazine.
It just sounds like he's just an angry person. He needs happiness.
Absolutely. In fact, the City Life of Boston Magazine, the article starts out this way. I worry about Luke O'Neill sometimes. That's what it says.
Huh.
Yeah, it says he has a way of internalizing the sorrows of the news cycle, presenting its most troubling themes alongside his own struggles and weaving it all into a grand narrative about decay and despair. Sounds like a great person to have over at a party. But I'm just going to give you this link, and you can see Luke O'Neill in the flesh, and let me tell you, is exactly you sent me one
I
too.
sent it. I saw it. He looks very sad.
Luke O'Neill definitely looks like the dude who just is not pleased to be there.
Oh yeah, he looks like just in a constant state of depression and sadness.
Yeah, I wonder, is it a bit?
Maybe it's a bit.
Yeah, the interview is amazing. It's like, seems like you internalize all this constantly. Is it exhausting? And he's like 100%.
Man. So yeah, don't listen to those opinions on the songs. Let's see. What was the other Christmas?
Oh my God. Well, we know why he doesn't write articles anymore. This is amazing.
What?
I do worry about this. Like, I want to help this guy. The Boston Globe famously fired you after the backlash to your column about you wanting to piss in Bill Crystal's salmon. Have you moved on from the ordeal, do you think? And he responds, I don't really care about it anymore. And then he writes, I never really wanted to do the column in the first place. I pretty much knew going into it that I was going to get fired, but I figured it was going to be something I tweeted. Why not do it for something I actually wrote in the paper? Wow, this guy really does not care.
It's committed to it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess he is I mean, good on him. Apparently he's big anti-Nazi, so good on this guy. But yeah, I guess he got doxxed a bunch and stuff. I don't like that. That's not cool. Don't do that, weirdos.
Oh, so this guy's actually like pretty big. I thought he was just like some random writer.
No, he's apparently very, very influential in the world of writing stuffs.
Well,
Who knew? Although, again, He may be influential, but the dude looks like he is not there to have fun ever. He looks very unready to have fun.
Well, other bad Christmas song. There's another one. This is the 12 worst Christmas songs. There's Mistress for Christmas, AC/DC.
I mean, yeah, all right. That's probably terrible.
Mistletoe by Justin Bieber.
That's probably terrible.
Nuttin' for Christmas by Barry Gordon.
I'm getting nothing for Christmas. I don't give a shit what you say. That's a bop right there.
The Chipmunk song.
That's also a bop. That's a bop.
Yeah.
This person's stupid.
Same Old Lang Syne. I don't even know what that is.
Probably a twist on Old Lang Syne. But I don't know what it is. Who sang it?
I just clicked on a thing and it's like, we got to stay till the bell at the Christmas time.
Ooh,
I hate those types of songs. So I agree.
Uh-huh.
I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. Yep. Little Drummer Boy? How do you hate the Little Drummer Boy? John Denver, Please Daddy, Don't Get Drunk This Christmas.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That might be a Luke song. Anything depressing. The Hanukkah song by Adam Sandler.
That's silly and fun, but I would never be like that. We're putting that on, kids.
Yeah, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. That's like another meme
Hilarious.
song.
Hilarious.
Yeah. Jingle Bells by Jingle Dogs.
Well, that's probably orf, orf, orf. That's garbage.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It is. It is, in fact, yeah. I've never heard anybody be like, dude, put on the Jingle Dogs.
No one has. No one will. That's an easy one.
And the Christmas Shoes. What?
What is that song? The Christmas Shoes?
The Christmas... Hold on, here you go.
Whoa. What the hell is...
Is this like a movie?
This has to be a movie. Yeah, this has to be a movie.
Yeah, I think it's a song for a movie. The Christmas Shoes. God.
Christmas Shoes. No, that is not good. That's not a good song. I don't like that one bit.
I guess those are the worst Christmas songs. Like, I don't know. Most of those I haven't even heard it.
Yeah, I'm just going to say it. There's too many Christmas songs. We should keep the standards and just live with what we got. We don't need new ones. The old ones are fine. All I'm saying is it's that time of year we got to deal with this stuff. But it's that time of year where we've got a deal for you. Oh, that was good. Speaking of good, let's talk about Hawthorne. If you've been thinking about making some personal changes, some lifestyle changes about your self-care routine, I know I have, and the problem is most people have no idea where to start. And Hawthorne is there to guide you on that path to take care of yourself a little bit better. Hawthorne is a premium tailored personal care brand that's making it easier for guys to feel and smell their best. You start with a quiz, which again was one of my favorite things. Sometimes, like I said before, I'll just go there and see if anything changes because I want to have a smell that really is like, a Jesse smell. And I will say, look, everywhere I go, people be like, you smell real good right now. That's Hawthorne. You smelling that Hawthorne? It will ask you things like, where do you work, right? It will say, do you work at an office or a bar, or do you work in construction, like all sorts of different things. What do you consider a good night out, right? It can be anything from going over to a friend's, or just going to a bar, right? It'll ask you about your personality. It'll ask you about what deodorant you use. It'll ask you about even previous fragrances, all sorts of different things. And then, based on your answers, design the right fragrance for you. It's actually very fun, very easy. And I got 2 fragrances, one for work, one for play, that smell great. And I use them all the time. And in fact, I'm almost out of my one play thing, but I got another one because I like it so much. If you want to upgrade your self-care routine, Hawthorne is a fun and convenient way to get super high quality products tailored specifically for you. Like I said, Hawthorne even takes the risk out of it by giving you free shipping on your orders and returns. And if you don't like your products, they'll even retailer them for you based on your feedback. Do what I did. Take Hawthorne's quiz today and get started on your personalized self-care routine by going to hawthorne.co and use promo code COX to get 10% off your first purchase. That's HAWTHORNE.co. Promo code COX. That's Hawthorne.co. Promo code COX to get 10% off your first purchase. Also, today we're brought to you by Babbel. Babbel is there to help you start 2021 with a whole new outlook on life because you'll be seeing it through another language. I have always wanted to truly learn another language, and Babbel is helping me in this process. Sure, I know Spanglish, which for those of you who don't know what that is I took 5 years of Spanish, barely remember any of it, but I can get by. Just don't ask to have a conversation with me. And so now I've been thinking, I want to go overseas. I want to experience more of the world, right? I go overseas all the time, but everywhere I go, I'm like at the whim of other English speakers. If I don't speak the language, I'm in trouble, my friends. And so now I'm trying to learn more and grow as a person, and that's what Babbel's all about. If you're interested in a new language, you know your reasons why. You know why you want to. Maybe it's to feel more connected to a culture, or to get a work promotion, or maybe just to keep your brain sharp and learn something new, right? That's why a lot of people recommend, the older you get, to audit classes in colleges. So just so you can keep your brain functioning, here's another way to do that. Babbel is the language learning method designed to get you speaking a new language within weeks. You start with words and phrases, then you gradually move to sentences, and it gets more and more complex, and soon you're having short conversations. And Babbel's interactive dialogue and speech recognition technology helps to improve your pronunciation and accent so you feel confident about what you're saying when you speak it. Babbel's lessons are created by real language experts, not machine learning or AI technology, so you learn practical, real-world conversations. Babbel has sold over 10 million subscriptions, so it does work, y'all. There are 14 languages to choose from, including Spanish, French, Italian, German. Speak the languages you always wanted to, and you can do it with Babbel. And right now, Babbel is offering you, listening right now, 3 months free with the purchase of a 3-month subscription with promo code COX. Visit BABBEL.com and use promo code COX to get 3 months free with the purchase of a 3-month subscription. Go to Babbel.com, promo code COX. All right, Crendor, let's go to chapter 7 in the sky with Crendor as a driver.
Oh boy, traffic time. Traffic time. Traffic time. Traffic time.
Are you going crazy? What's up?
Traffic time. Traffic time. Traffic time. Traffic time. Traffic time. There's some traffic out there. Back to you.
What? How dare you? How dare you? All right, let's go to weather. How's the weather out there?
Weather. All right, let's see. What do we got this week? Lincoln, Nebraska, because our Capitol building looks like a massive peen.
Whoa. You about to make me look this up. Lincoln Capitol peen. Lincoln Capitol peen. I mean, here's the thing. It's a very erect building, that's for sure.
Yeah, but it's not like,
It's not very penis-shaped, although I am worried. Are you okay? Do you need anything? Should we call a doctor?
Yeah, this doesn't look like...
Wow, although I will say, compared to everything around it, it sticks out. Like, it is much larger than all the surrounding buildings. Oh, my goodness.
That is true.
I can understand how if you saw this, you would be like, I think someone definitely is trying to say they have a small penis.
I mean, it's Nebraska. It's like the biggest thing in Nebraska.
You're right. That's all that needs to be said. Okay.
But we'll do Lincoln, Nebraska anyway. Lincoln, Nebraska. 44 degrees in Lincoln, Nebraska. Today, you got 38 degrees, 46 in the afternoon, 40 in the evening, 39 overnight. You got some 29.84 inches of pressure. You got 10 miles visibility, 10-mile-an-hour winds. You got a dew point of 28, no UV, and a moon phase of a waxing crescent. Waxing crescent.
Do you know what that means to you?
Wax on, wax off.
All right, man. Cool. All right. Glad I found my answer.
Yep, no problem. Monday, 52, sunny. Tuesday, 57, mostly sunny. Then Wednesday, 34. Thursday, Christmas Eve, you got a 31. Friday, Christmas, 41. Saturday, 43. Sunday, 42. Monday, 34. Tuesday, 34. Wednesday, 31. Thursday, 32. Friday, 33. Saturday, 35. Sunday, 36. Pretty much a standard December temperature month, it seems. And only one day of snow possible in there. So that's a little crazy. But maybe it'll be a crazy snow. Who knows?
That's what crazy snow. Maybe it'll be crazy snow. Who knows?
Be a crazy snow.
That's how weather reports really were. I don't know. Maybe it'll be crazy snow. Who knows?
It'll be crazy snow.
It could be crazy. It's a crazy snow. All right, let's go to sports.
Welcome to the sports desk. Woo, we've got some crazy football news and some other news. So we'll start with the other news first. First thing, NHL has agreed to a 56-game season starting January 13th. So hockey will be starting up again.
Great.
The NBA is going to be starting on... they already played the preseason games. It's starting on Tuesday. Tuesday is opening day for the NBA, so right around the corner. And in the NFL, we've got crazy stuff. First up, we've got the Cowboys beating the 49ers, the Seahawks beating the football team, the Bears beating the Vikings, the Dolphins beating the Patriots. This is the first time the Patriots haven't made the playoffs or won the division or something in like long-ass time.
Long-ass time.
Long-ass time. Baltimore beating Jacksonville. Tampa Bay beating Atlanta. Tennessee beat Detroit. Colts beat the Texans. The Jets beat the Rams in an insane game where the Jets were going 0-16 and they have now won a game, so they will not go 0-16. Probably go 1-15.
This, after a week, I was listening to a radio show where the host was talking about how he was a Buffalo Bills fan, and a caller called in and was like, "No, you're not. You've been a Jets fan for years. You can't just switch to the Bills." And he's like, "I'm a New York fan." He's like, "No. You've been a Jets fan, and just because they suck, you're switching." He's like, "They do suck particularly bad this year." And he's like, "Yo, you can't just switch teams to the Bills because you want to ride that train." And he's like, "What? I've always said that I've loved Buffalo." And he's like, "No, I've been listening to you for so long." It was amazing. And I just want to say, shout out to that fan who called the dude out. It was great.
Honestly, I agree. You can't just switch teams.
Especially if your team is losing, you got to be like a proud Detroit person, right? Detroit sticks by the Lions no matter what, and they suck, but they're always there. No one's ever like, "You know what? I think I'm done with Detroit." They're like Cubs fans.
Yes, exactly.
They're going to be there no matter what. Yes.
It had been like 113 years since the Cubs won the World Series. So, like, you can't just stop and be like, "You know what? I give up." And if you do, you're a loser. Can't quit.
If you do, you're a loser. Crendor coming in hard with that. Damn.
You've already lost if you quit on your team.
You've already lost. Lost.
So, yeah, it was, Jets actually won a game, and now they're tied with the Jaguars for the worst record, and the Jaguars, I believe, lead the thing. So they actually get the number one pick. So a lot of Jets fans are mad because they've lost the number one pick now.
I can't. Poor Minshew. He started out so strong.
I know.
And downhill. Why does this happen to us all the time?
I don't know.
Why do we always pick the one that just like looks crazy? Maybe we should focus on their ability.
Nah. That's not fun.
Let's not do that. That'd be weird.
Chargers beat the Raiders in overtime. The Bills beat the Broncos, and the Packers beat the Panthers. And currently, the Cardinals are winning over the Eagles with 30 seconds left, and the Chiefs are beating the Saints with 9 minutes left. So we'll see what happens there. Once
the
this
season's
podcast
winding
is
down.
done.
We're
Season's
winding down.
Playoff pictures are getting set. There's only 2 more weeks of football before the playoffs hit.
I can't wait for the playoffs, then I can actually watch and care.
Yes, that does make it a lot more fun.
Yeah, I'll be real.
Especially the final weeks. It's not even
Yeah.
like all the bad teams are out and there's like whatever, and the good teams are just playing for positioning.
Yeah, this should be fun. I can't wait to see what happens, and I'll actually take time to watch instead of be like, "I wonder what the scores are." So, yeah,
Come on down
excited.
to the sports.
Come on down to the sports.
Come on down to the
sports.
That's sports.
All right, Crendor, what's our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day.
Of the day.
Peru. Police conduct drug raids dressed as Santa Claus and elf.
I've actually seen the video of this. It is incredible. All right, yes, this is our story for sure.
I see the video right here. It actually does look pretty insane. A police drug squad in Peru have raided a house dressed as Santa Claus and an elf, detaining suspected drug dealer. A police spokeswoman said the man was accused of selling drugs outside his house near a school. Officers wearing a flak jacket under their costumes arrived in an undercover van before breaking into the house, where they discovered a bag that appeared to contain drugs, baklavas, and a gun. Am I the only one whenever I see the word baklava, I always think of like what's the
Here's
dessert?
the thing. I was thinking the same thing too. I was like, wait, there's just a bunch of like delicious honey nut square pillow crunchy goodness in there. I don't even know how to describe baklava. I don't.
Yeah, is it baklava? Is it just spelled differently?
No, it's BAKL. It's baklava. LAVA.
Baklava. Oh yeah, there it is. Well, and then this one. Oh yeah, these are balaclavas.
Yeah, right. I was about to say, balaclava is not a baklava. That's two different things, my friend.
That's what it is. I get them mixed up. They just got a whole bag. It's just drugs, guns,
yeah, I was like,
and,
wait a minute,
baklava.
what?
When we get hungry, we need something to eat.
That's what I was like, wait a minute. What you're saying is a totally different thing.
The country's police have used disguises during raids for some time and say the method is an effective tactic. They've been known to dress up as homeless people and street sweepers in the past. Wait, that's all they put? That's the article?
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. I don't see anything else.
Also, can we just talk about how they literally could have wrote a thing full of drugs and masks? Instead, they were like, no. We're not calling it a mask. We're going to confuse Crendor and call it a balaclava.
There's got to be like some memes of like easily confused words. See, here you go. Baklava and balaclava.
That's what I'm saying. Well, one is a mask that people wear in like the cold, and the other is a delicious dessert with nuts, with honey and nuts and phyllo dough.
Lose and loose.
Sure. That happens
Resign.
often.
Yeah. Resign and resign.
Interesting. Yeah.
Advice and advise.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yep.
That is a good one. Compliment and compliment. I guess like you give a compliment and then like
something complements something else. So like that scarf complements the outfit. Yeah. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, disinterested and uninterested.
Ooh, interesting. That's a good one.
Bear and bear.
Right. And I always, for the longest time growing up, I would be like, you have to bear with me, but spell it Bare, because it made more sense than you have to be a furry bear with me. And then I was told that's totally wrong. You have to bear with it, like Bear is how you're supposed to say that phrase. And I was like, what? So, the things you learn.
Further and farther.
Sure. Okay.
Illusion and illusion.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you're alluding.
Yeah, you're alluding to something. Oh. Something is an illusion versus something is an illusion.
Oh, effect and effect. I still some like your effects, like After Effects, right? Like you're adding like effects, like boom, but effect is like I affected the situation.
Right. Yes. It's all about. This makes me realize once again that English is a terrifying language. I feel bad for anyone trying to learn it. All these little things are so nutso when you think about them. Like, wow, we went out of our way to make this difficult.
Yeah, like there's so many. I still remember God, what word was it? My English teacher in like 6th grade made me write this word like for an entire page because I didn't do it right a few times. I think it was a lot. And I kept doing like ALOT all together. And it was supposed to be a space lot, like a lot.
Right.
But I did like a lot or a lot.
I've done that too before, though. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So to this day, every time I see a lot, I'm like a space LOT. Like it's just drilled into my head.
She got it, though. She taught you that for sure.
She did. So I mean, she did her teaching right, I guess.
Yeah, scarred in their brains. That's how it works.
In the brain. So yeah, that's the big news story. And
All right.
you know, the elves and Santa with their desserts and drugs.
And drugs. Merry Christmas.
And drugs.
All right, well, that's it for us. Thank you so much for listening and watching. However you're enjoying this podcast, Crendor, hit him with the socials.
We got so many socials. YouTube.com/Cox Crendor Podcast. YouTube.com/Cox and Crendor. If you want to see all the animations. We're on Spotify. We're on SoundCloud. We're on iTunes. SoundCloud. We got our own stuff. We got Twitch.tv/Crendor. Twitch.tv/Jesse Cox. YouTube.com/Crendor. YouTube.com/Jesse Cox. Facebook.com/Crendor. Facebook.com/Jesse Cox. Twitter.com Crendor. Twitter Jesse Cox. Instagram Notorious Cox. Instagram Crendor was taken. I like how neither of us got our things on Instagram.
Kids beat it to us. Some kid named Crendor beat it. Yeah.
Take that. And check out my ASMR. YouTube.com/Goodnight Crendor. ASMR time. Woo. Please like this video and podcast.
All right, that's it for us. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week. Bye, everybody. Have a great holiday season, fun time, adventure, and we'll see y'all next time. And as always,
Bye.
to be continued.